Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I've been out of it for a few weeks. I had a hip surgery on September 24th, 25th I mean, and so I'm starting to heal a little bit. I'm going to get back to this 24 volt electric backhoe. Actually, I'm going to be changing to 36 maybe. Not sure yet, but anyway, today's project is replacing this cylinder. I bought a new cylinder for this one right here, and the reason why I purchased this one, why I bought a new one for here, was because I'm getting quotes of like $300, $400, $500 to rebuild these things. I'm in Pennsylvania, and I have a hydraulic place right around the corner from me, and they won't sell me like parts or anything else at the top. So I'm basically just, they want like, again, $300, $400. They don't do this stuff. Well, I'm not going to spend this kind of money on something this old, or I shouldn't say this old. If I could get it done for like 50, $100, fine. But a new cylinder is $144. That's even better than this one. Has a, I think this is a inch and 3/8 or something like that, where this one I think is 2 inches or 2.5 inches. So anyway, I've got to, hopefully the adapters I have is going to work and everything else. But so the first thing I guess I should start with is I don't want to make a mess like I did last time. I guess if I take out, you know what, I'm going to see if I have a hose. When I disconnect these lines, I'll see if I have like some kind of hose that I can drain down into a bucket or something. The extra hydraulic, you know what, I got this piece right here. I don't know if that's going to fit or not, but I'll give it a shot. I'm a little bit slower than normal. I'm still using a cane and stuff, but so anyway, I'll see if this like line works or something like that. Again, I'm just trying not to make a huge mess, as I have done in the past. And with that being said, let's put the good old pan underneath. Now, I don't even know when I'm going to get a chance to use this thing, because again, I'm still healing from hip surgery. So I really can't bend down the best, but I'm going to do what I can do. And I'm basically on light duty now, so I'll just here. Come on. You don't realize how much you use your hip until you don't have it, or until it's healing. All right. Let's see what we got here. I think I have. Let me see the socket for this. Get you right there. Yeah, and I don't know why this hose is going through there. All right. I do have. Get some paper towels here. All right. Let's see how I can do this here. Because, like I said, they got this other one up there. Look at that. That's even loose from that way. All right. I wonder if this one's the same way. Actually, that one went. Okay. There it goes. Okay. Are you even watching? I think you are. I know it's probably hard to see. So what I'm going to try to do is see if that'll fit on the hose. This thing hasn't been running, so I hit all the things out. There should be no fluid pressure at all. Let me get my bag of tricks here. I have this just this kit that has all like the rubbers and everything else to stop, leaking and everything else. So let's see what we have here. Okay, nothing. I like that. Let's see if I can put this one in here. too big. Let's get the next size. Okay, that should hold that one for now anyway. All right, what did I do with my hose that I had? There it is. Okay. Yeah, all I'm trying to do is get this so save myself some of the fluid. It's not really going on there that well. Let's see if I have another hose, something a little bit bigger. Probably not. I have this, but this is probably too big. Got this hose here, but I think it's just way too big. Yeah, just too big. All right. Let me see what I can use. I wonder if it'll just drain down. I take this piece out. This one's already loose. All right. Now look at that O-ring. Yeah, I think I have another one of these. Or I think I bought a whole bunch of these. I'm just gonna replace them because that rubber looks shot. Could even be where it was leaking from right there. I could probably put another O-ring in there, but yeah. For right now, I'm not really worried about it. All right, let's see if I can put a cap on that one. That should be a bigger one. That's too small. This one will work. All right. That one works somewhat. That should be okay for now. All right, so, and the other thing I want to do is get these hoses out of the way. I don't know why they ran them like that. All right. I'm hoping I have enough to go up too. Which one did I put in there? The red one? Okay. So that's gonna have to go like that. I hope that's gonna be good. Let's get these out of the way now. All right. So I don't need this. I don't know if that's going through or not. It's still going to make a mess no matter what I do. I have a feeling. Now, if I do remember, all right, that one's going to be on the top. This one's going to be the below one. Try to put this down like that. Well, these are already loose, I think. Yeah. I'll have to clean that thing up a little bit, but there's one of the pins. That's the upper pin. In fact, gonna see if I can straighten out the, oh no, it's the other piece that's bad. All right. Now, anyway. All right, let's put this piece over here. That's that one. Let's see if I can gently take this one out without moving it too bad. Let's get to the bottom there. There's that pin. Now I'm gonna try to do this one. Yeah, this baby's heavy. All right. Get something to poke that through. It's not really that. All right, let me get another hammer. Yeah, gotta move you back a little bit here. You're just in my way. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Now this is all the easy part. And I think I may have to trim the cylinder down and make some more spacers again, but all right. One shim. There's that one. All right. Not too bad. Didn't make a huge mess. All right. Let's put this over here for the time being. All right. And I think one of the two of them, I think, spacers fell down there. The little metal spacers. I'll clean them up. Oh, I have this all apart. I probably give it a little quick spray paint. It's not going to be perfect, but just to so it matches. Like I said, just nothing crazy. Just a little bit on the. Just a little bit on there when I'm ready. All right. Let's see what we have now. So, all right. Let's see how that one will fit in there. Because that's what I'm worried about is the back. I may have to trim it down a little bit, maybe not, I'm not sure. It's like the other one, I had to do the same thing. Ugh. It's a little bit heavier than the other one. Oof. All right, so does it fit? Ooh, not really. It's very, very tight. Whew. All right, I have to do something to trim that down because that's not going to fit in there. And it's not off by that much. I may actually see if I can get my porta power in there and see if I can just stretch that a little bit. The only other option would be grinding the sides a little bit, which I guess I could. I guess that would probably be the easiest thing to try first, right? All right. Because yeah, it's not off by much. I think if I honestly, if I just put the porta power in there, I might be able to just do it. Now the other side is going to need some work because it's going to need spacers and stuff. So let me see what I can do here. Like I said, I'm wondering if I could just spread this a little bit because it looks like the bottom part is bent too. So, which would make me think that it's off a little bit. It might have got crushed a little bit. But we'll see. You know what? Let me get my paint real quick. Let me just shoot it real quick. Actually, maybe I should try to do that first. All right. Yeah, that's probably fine. Like I said, I'm just trying to make it look a little neater. Nothing crazy here. In fact, I want to see if that is a, looks like there's a huge, I don't know if that's dirt. Yeah, it's a big glob of dirt. All right, guess I should have checked that first. All right, let me get my air gun real quick, clean that out. Clean that out. Watch your eyes. Try this again. Okay. All right, I'm gonna let that dry for a few minutes, and I will bring you guys back. All right, I'm hoping that'll be enough. I put a little scissors right in there, and it did spread a little bit. So let me see if the cylinder will fit in there now, and then I should be able to release that. It's gonna be tight. Yeah, still tight. All right, let me see if I can do a little more. Try to put this right here a second. Yeah, it seems like it's off a decent amount. Let me see if I can get a little more out of the porta power. Got everything dropping everywhere. Yeah. Sorry about that. Kind of right in my spot there. Okay, how's that? Let's see if that does anything. If not, I think I'll trim this down a little bit. Ooh. Yeah, so close. Man. I don't know if that moved at all. Let's see what we got here. Nah. It's got to go a decent amount. Alright. Let me undo that a second. Let's try it on the other way. See, I don't really, unless I put a piece in there. Let me see what I have as far as wood goes. I think I have only big pieces. Let's see what I might have. I really don't want to cut the cylinder if I don't have to. But let me see what I have here. Let's see if I got a piece of steel or something. Alright. I don't know if that'll work or not. It's probably just going to crush this. I may have to use my other piece because I think it's just going to crush this. And even if I do that, I'm not even going to be able to get it in there. You know, I'd have to put it like this. Alright. Yeah, that's not going to work. Alright, back to the drilling board. Let's see what else I got. Alright, let me think of some things and I will bring you right back again. Alright, let's just say that was not fun. So what I ended up doing was I used the quarter power as best I could. Unfortunately, it broke me. And I ended up grinding it a little bit. Yeah, I guess it was this was the quarter power. So this is only case. I guess it was no big deal. Anyway, it is in, and what I did on this side is I just made a couple of spacers, similar to the other side. My next step is going to be fixing the teeth on this thing, because the teeth are really good. What I bought was so I bought some of these. They were cheap. They were like $50. They're like a bolt-on teeth. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bolt them on. I'm going to weld them too. That'll be the next one. But yeah, it took a little longer than I thought. I guess because of the hopping around here. It did work. Everything seems fine. I'm wondering why I'm getting this. Was just dirt, I would imagine. Dirt. Now, anyway, dry, solid. What I did was I used one adapter to angle it that way, and the other one just that one's coming straight out right here, and then that one. So, alright, anyway, I got some cleaning up to do. Thanks for watching, and like I said, within a day or something, try to get these teeth on this bucket. I'll do a video of that, and then possibly fixing the tops. But for right now, I just want to get this one on. This took a lot longer than I thought. So. Alright, stay tuned for the next one, and I will see you soon. So, hope everyone's safe and well.
Thanks for watching, and see you on the next